Hey guys, Steve Benoon here with Israeli News Live, and I'm sure many of you guys are like, "Gosh, we've heard a lot about Charlie," and I don't want to keep bringing the story up, but there we just keep running across more and more evidence that I feel like you guys really should see, and there's a couple of things I want to bring out. We're going to get into this guy running from the scene there, this very suspicious. Got an all black suit on, got a black glove. He's also got uh, an assault rifle strap hanging out of his backpack. We'll kind of maybe discuss too this guy here running out with a handgun in his hand. I mean, it's just a lot of crazy things. And are these just distractions to try to get people down a different path? Good question. I don't really know the answer to. Project Constitution posted a video, though, that I thought was very insightful, brought up a few new things to consider. All these things that he's considering in his video also point to the idea of what I've shared already, that the person that would have fired the shot came from the same side. It would have been, if you're facing Charlie, to the left or Charlie's right there. He also shared in that video a clip of our own video, sharing that with you guys too. The circle part right here I thought was kind of interesting because um, I'm not 100% sure myself. Is it a muzzle flash reflecting in the window? Or is it something else? If it is in the window, then he's got to be very close, which still would put him not far from where whoever was videoing from the opposite side that I shared with you, that we had a 20 to 36 foot probability of range that they were from the shooter, from the sound signature that we were looking at there. But he does talk about this flash. Let me just share a little bit with you there. And he's looking at the different camera angles here. Listen in.
Here. And so this is what I'm going to show you. I think this is a muzzle flash. I'm going to show you the problem that I have with it here in a. So look, top left up here, you see this white dot. I want you to see this white dot. It's a single frame. It's a single frame white dot. So we can go. So we can go back, forward. It's a single frame. That's all it is. Single frame. Forward. It's a single frame. That's all it is. Single frame. But that single frame is very coincidental, or that's a muzzle flash. Anyway, muzzle flash, we're looking top left up here, guys. We go, we're going to count frames. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, 8 frames. 9, 10 is when he gets hit. So we're going to go 8 frames. It almost looks like a vapor trail here, but the problem is everything's so grainy, right? So if we're looking, we can do vapor trail later, but if we're looking here, vapor trail. I know there's a lot of movement there, so I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying it.
And the guy that's in the video is a former Marine, former sniper, so he's looking at it from that vantage point. He also brings up in his video, which I really appreciated, he addresses the microphone. You'll notice there on his shirt there, he's going to address that same microphone that Charlie was wearing. And he does that because he wants people to understand. No, this is not some hidden device. He talks about the wire being underneath his shirt and how that basically that mic just clips on, it clips to the wire itself, even though the wire, I forget how it works, but he explains all that so that you don't think that this thing on Charlie's shirt is some kind of weird doohickey. So he did a really nice job. I'm going to put a link to this. I just have it on Twitter. Actually, I may be able to do an actual YouTube on this one here, but I'll put that in there for you guys so you can get to see the video yourself. Another thing that he did that was very remarkable, he picked up the bullet itself flying through the air just before it struck Charlie. I think that was very remarkable. So we're gonna kind of go to that, and it's in this frame here that we're gonna see that. So first, I'm gonna go back to that sound signature. Let me get you right up here to where we get to the sound signature part here. I want to hear the sound signature once again. Um, Let's see here. Oh, it's actually on slow motion. Let me speed it back up. Just listen to the sound. I'm going to immediately stop it. I'm sorry, that's from the opposite side, so you don't hear it so well there. Let me show you though, because I want you to be able to see, and I'll have to slow it back down. I want you to be able to see the bullet flying in the air. Now remember, I caught the laser in this guy's phone, and I'll share that with you again too, but watch what happens here just before he's actually hit. See, when he stretches his phone out, that's what's going to catch the laser. So imagine the guy's got to be somewhere back there in that line of sight there from him. Now I'm more convinced the guy in the white shirt did not actually pull a trigger. I think it's somewhere else where that guy is at. Watch what happens. Here we go. We're fixing to get close. It's right after that guy does that. Now watch that guy's black shirt is what helps you see that bullet. And it's just a flash. Here it comes. There it is, right there. See that right there? And then I can freeze it, and there you have it right there. I'll photograph it so we can blow that up. And it just, oddly enough, captured a bullet in midair right there. And again, of course, we don't know how much it's going to drop, uh, but very close to his ear or maybe the top of his neck. I'm not really sure. But that was the bullet, and that would make more sense because when that laser went off of his phone, and I'll show you that real quick. I'll show you that. Then we have uh, back up to where that is there. Here we go. It's right here that we're going to have that laser on his phone, right? Right after that guy makes the signal, there the laser hits the phone. And you can see it there, the laser's right there. And then we catch it from the other angle is when we catch the bullet itself flying through the air. So the shooter clearly is on Charlie's right, the right side there, somewhere in behind these guys here. That's where that shooter is. And I have tried my dead level best to try to figure it out, but every photo, every video I have, nothing gives any clarity of the people that are in the background there. I've examined, this is probably the best one that I've got here, trying to look at all the different people along here. Could have been higher up. If that is a muzzle flash up in that window, it's right above these guys' heads here. Then it could be a muzzle flash that reflected off of there. Then the shooter may be just above them there, and that's why it has a very close proximity sound there. The only thing, though, that does get interesting, though, and that is going to be this guy right here that is leaving the scene. Someone caught him in a video there as he was running out, and they just kind of noted this here. I'll play it for you.
Really suspicious leaving the Charlie Kirk event. And in just a moment, I'm going to show you some close-up images.
Even that guy's staring at him like, who the heck is this?
And but what's concerning, not only just the glove, but what's hanging out of his bag. I recognize that strap. And I think, you know what that is. This is a strap off of an AR-15, also known as a sling. And when I tell you this one looks almost exactly the same, it's actually kind of crazy. So I came across this.
So that's something of interest, and of course, we don't know for sure where he was at. The next guy, though, the one with the handgun, this one was very interesting too, because right after Charlie is shot, I actually tracked this guy. I watched this video in detail. You know, he's sitting there. Charlie has already been shot. He goes over to the right. He's looking that way there. He talks about what's going on there. Then he comes back and films down here. And he's the one that captures the guy. It's not this one here, but it's going to be this guy right in here. He comes running out. You know, could he have theoretically been able to get away from there, from that other side, if he was the shooter? Maybe. Or is he a concealed carrier and he just happened to pull his gun out because he's afraid that somebody else might start shooting? That's kind of been my theory. I couldn't imagine the assassin running out with a gun wide open to the public. So I kind of scratch him off. Um, you know, there's some other strange anomalies that happen as well, and that is um, this guy here. I think he's the one that had taken down the camera. And you know, what's he doing with the camera now? You know, I mean, is he taking out the chip and stuff? Is that going to just disappear now? I mean, just some really weird things that go on. And he does seem to have something in his hand there when he comes out. You know, he puts the camera. He's messing with it. Let's back it up a little bit here. And so, you know, really kudos to Johnny Midnight, whoever posted this. He's the guy that posted this video here. Looking around, seeing if anybody's paying attention to what he's doing. He takes out the memory stick and walks away with it. Wonder if that just conveniently disappeared, right? You know, so I mean, it's things like this that just don't add up. Um, you know, so we got a sound signature close to that side there from all the different sound signatures. We know that the gunshot does come from the right side of Charlie here, from this side here. All the other sounds are more distant there. We got the laser in the gun in his phone that shows that the shooter was from that side there. We've actually got a the bullet itself where, you know, is picked up in midair. I don't know what the heck that was. I guess something else jumped on my screen. Lovely. Or maybe it's just stuff like this where it's blurry. So, I don't know. I don't know what happened. All these got all mixed up and messed up. Anyway, okay, there we go. This one will not show the bullet in midair. If I'm almost, or no, is that the one that, no, that's the one that does show the bullet, I believe. It's the other one that does not, because that guy's black shirt helps that bullet to actually appear. So here we go again. There it is right there. So you can see, now the one thing that gets me, it looks like when you kind of go a little faster with it, it looks like it's at a lower trajectory. But I have slowed it down as much as I can, and it always ends up being just like a still frame. So even though it kind of, you can make it, as you do it, it kind of makes it look like it's going forward. It's really just at that point, it's at that point when the camera lens caught it. So could it have been higher? Yes. Could it have come down? But, you know, couldn't have come down from there because then it'd be going down too low. So it almost seems like to me it's got to be very close by. Um, which might debunk the flash in the window. And I did find, and I could not find it again to play for you, but I found a video of that flash, an original video there, and somehow or another I managed to lose it before I put it up here. And there's like 15 seconds earlier, there's also a flash in that window. And then 15 seconds later, there's a flash. So could it be coincidence? Perhaps so. The bullet? No. The laser? No. Charlie being hit with an exit wound there? No. All the other things that we have, they got the wrong guy. That's all I can say. I'm Steve Banoon with Israeli News Live. We're going to move into some other things here going on. Next, we're going to be Also, I'll just quickly mention some things here that I want to be getting into. Yana and I'll be doing some videos together there. Again, that's become very popular, that flash in that window. We see that pop up there. Charles right here, he's shared 7.8 magnitude earthquake that has struck off of Russia, between Russia and Alaska there. They have a lot of tsunami warnings. Don't know what's come of that there. Um, but certainly very concerning. He sent that to me just a little bit earlier today. So we'll be getting into some more of those issues here as we move into some other things. I'm getting ready to post two videos up on our Patreon channel, patreon.com/Israeli News Live. So definitely follow us there. It's a great way to support the channel. And if you would like as well, you can also support us by going to IsraeliNewsLive.org. And speaking of IsraeliNewsLive.org, this article right here really fired the shot that killed Charlie Kirk. Two technical clues that demand answers. I think you'll find that article very, very insightful. It's very detailed, and I think you'll find it very interesting, to say the least, on some of the things that I wrote in that article about that. I didn't know about the bullet at the time. But anyway, God bless you. Thank you for listening. You can always donate online as well, right there. Or if you look right above my head there, you'll see our mailing address. It's P.O. Box 956, Prosper, Texas. And I forget my zip code, but it's right there above my head. I got to update it on the website here. If you do send there by accident, I will be able to pick it up here in a couple of weeks. Anyway, God bless you and thank you for listening.